Hi all, today I am going to migrate the ES6 cluster from Vcenter 5.1 to Vcenter 6. That will be live, and after that I will upgrade the ES6 host to Vcenter ES6 host to version 6.0. So as you all see that in this template I have given a limited summary about it, the migration of the ES6 cluster of Vcenter 5.1 to Vcenter 6 live, and upgrade of ESXi host to 6.0. So here I have given the source and the destination information. Here if you see, the vCenter is the vCenter server name and the version, which ESX cluster I am going to do. In that cluster there are two ESX hosts and what are the version of the ESX host. Similarly, I have provided the information about the destination one. Destination vCenter is a DDC location and its version is 6.0. And the ESXi clusters are the same cluster name I am providing right now with the same ESX host names, and the version will be upgraded to this 6.0. So this is a small brief summary. Let me go ahead and show you the two vCenters. This is the vCenter 5.1 version which I showed you here in the source. This is the cluster T02 UCS test, which is having two ESX hosts, and the destination will be DDC. At DDC I have created one data center named TMMI. As I show you here, it is also a TMMI cluster, so that's the reason I have created a TMMI cluster data center. Within the data center I have created a cluster T02 UCS test. Why I did that, if you see in my documentation, I have provided the same cluster name here, so I put it like that. So hopefully you got the source and the destination vCenter at a glance. Now I will be going to the source server, what the preliminary steps I am going to do here. So before we start for the migration, the first and foremost activity we need to do, go to the cluster, right click and go to the edit settings. In the cluster features, if you see, I have disabled vSphere DRS, so that I did it as per DRS rule. If I powered off one of the ESX host, then automatically the VMs inside it will be powered off and move back to available ESX host in that cluster. So I disabled that one. This is the first activity we need to do. The second activity is the preliminary activity. Select any one of the ESX host first. Go to the distributed switch. In the distributed switch, you will see several VLANs are there. This is a distributed switch, and in this distributed switch, you will see 4 NICs are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now these 4 NICs are connected to this distributed switch, and in this distributed switch, you will also see there is a vMotion NIC is also there, other than the virtual server NIC. So in this, if you see, this vNIC 4 and vNIC 5 are dedicatedly for the vMotion, and if you see the production VM links, they are dedicated vNIC 2 and vNIC 3. All are pointed like that way only vNIC 2 and vNIC 3. These are virtual server NICs which is pointed. Now what I will do, I will first check what are the VLANs are there here. If you see, there is a production DHCP pool VLAN 6 has been created, but if you see, there is no virtual machine, so it will not affect anything for me right now. This is production VLAN 207. If you see, there is one VM is there, so I note down this VLAN. Where I note down? I note down in a notepad. production VLAN. Now, why I'm writing it down here, I will come later. I just first note down this I have done. I went through VLAN 3, nothing is there. If you see, nothing is there. So it will not affect anything right now. Production VM VLAN 6, if you see, it has 7 VM. That means it will affect if I move. So I copied the same thing here. VLAN 6. Now, if I go ahead and see, there is nothing more than that, nothing. And vMotion, obviously, it is the secondary thing. So I have copied the vMotion stuff also here. vMotion, okay. Now, I have done these stuffs. Let's go to the other one. Let's see how it is. Distributed switch. DSCP pool, nothing is there. 207, I can see 3. I already noted down. If you see, noted down. 3, nothing is there, so it will not affect. VLAN 6, I can see 10 VMs are there, so I already copied it here. Okay, fine. I will come up with this later. So, what it is? Now, what I will do here? I will just go ahead and see if there is other VLANs are there or not. If I see other VLANs are there, like vMotion. If you see, this is vMotion. I can see the vMotion is here written. So what I did, I already copied it as the vMotion. Okay. Now all are done right now. Why I did so? I did so because as it is a distributed switch, I will go ahead and create a standard switch for that. So I cannot put the same name here. That's the reason I put. I have created a vSwitch1 where I have given the same name with hyphen local. This is why I have put it as a hyphen local. So I created a vSwitch with production VM, this one, and VLAN 6 local with these two. Now what I will do, I will see what are the if you see, I have created this one, I have created this one, and I have also created another vSwitch that is for vMotion. So I did it like this way. If you see, this is the vMotion local. Okay, so this is the second step I start. Now I will go ahead for this distributed switch and I will see what are the links are there. As I told you that although this distributed switch is having 4 NICs attached, but the vMotion is on vNIC 4 and 5 and the production all virtual servers NIC is on vNIC 2 and vNIC 3. Okay. So now what I will do, I will disconnect because these are redundant link. What I will do, I will first disconnect 5 and I will disconnect NIC, I will disconnect VM NIC 3 from the production VMs and from the vMotion I will disconnect 5. So left will be 2 and 4 which is already connected with this distributed switch, that will not affect the VMs, as those are a nicknamed and failover mode is there here. Let's see if the failover mode is there or not. I'm going here to the networking. Here at networking, I will go to the TMMI. I'm working on TMMI. I will see the vMotion first. Right click, edit settings. I will see how the teaming and failover configured. So, two links are already configured. So if one is disconnected, other will work fine. I will see this VLAN also. Edit settings, how the teaming and failover is there. I can see both the uplinks are connected. Similarly, I will see VLAN 6 also. Here I will see the teaming is the same. So we are good. We can go ahead and disconnect this 3 and 5. Let manage. So VNIC 3 and VNIC 5 are my primary target right now. Okay, fine. Very nice. Let's go. I'm removing 3. I'm removing 5. So both are released. Okay. Let it get completed. Okay, fine. We are done this part. Now come to the standard switch. So this is my VM's switch and this is my vMotion switches. What I will do here right now, I will add VNIC 3 here. So if you see, it is there already. Those are released already. So I am attaching this one here. Next. Next. Finish. Close. So I am good. One NIC is already connected. And same for here also. Network adapter and only left out is 5. I completed this also. Next. Finish. Close. So both are attached. So this is the step I have completed right now. This is the first step.